My dear students, welcome back to our channel. In this video, I will be explaining the B.Ed second semester subject content and pedagogy of physical science education at secondary stage, as prescribed by Osmania University and other universities of Telangana. We will go through the important questions and answers one by one. Let's begin with a quick revision. Unit 2 first important short question is: what are charts, models, games and toys, worksheets? Charts, models, games and toys, worksheets. Charts. Charts are visual aids that show information in a simple way using pictures, diagrams, or tables. Example: a water cycle chart helps students quickly understand evaporation, condensation, and rainfall. Models. Models are 3D objects that represent real-life things, making science concepts easier to see. Example: a solar system model shows planets' positions and movements. Games and toys. Games and toys make learning fun and active. They encourage students to explore and experiment. Example: a magnet set to explore attraction and repulsion. Worksheets. Worksheets are printed practice sheets with questions, puzzles, and activities. Example: a physics worksheet with problems on motion and force. Quick memory tip. Charts is equal to pictures. Models is equal to 3D objects. Games and toys is equal to fun learning tools. Worksheets is equal to practice sheets. These resources make science interesting, interactive, and easy to understand for secondary school students. Next important short question is: 2. Garden, museum, aquarium, and terrarium. Garden. A garden is an outdoor learning space where plants, flowers, and trees are grown. Example: a school science garden helps students learn about plant growth, soil, and biodiversity. Museum. A museum is a place where scientific objects, fossils, and instruments are displayed. Example: a science museum shows old telescopes, fossils, and inventions, helping students understand history and progress in science. Aquarium. An aquarium is a glass tank with water where fish and aquatic plants are kept. Example: students can learn about marine life and ecosystems by observing fish behavior. Terrarium. A terrarium is a small glass container with soil and plants used to study ecosystems indoors. Example: a miniature forest in a jar shows how plants grow and recycle water. Memory tip. Garden is equal to plants outside. Museum is equal to science displays. Aquarium is equal to water life. Terrarium is equal to mini indoor garden. These tools make science real, fun, and hands-on for students. Next important short question is: 3. List non-print digital resources in science. Websites, animations, audios, videos, images, simulations, digital repository. Non-print digital resources in science. Non-print digital resources are technology-based learning tools that make science more visual and interactive. 1. Websites. Science websites provide notes, diagrams, and experiments. Example: National Geographic Kids for Science Facts. 2. Animations. Animated videos show processes step by step. Example: animation of photosynthesis makes it easy to understand. 3. Audios. Science podcasts or recorded lectures help in listening-based learning. Example: audio clips explaining the laws of motion. 4. Videos. Educational videos explain experiments and concepts visually. Example: a YouTube experiment video. 5. Images. High-quality images of cells, planets, or lab tools for better clarity. 6. Simulations. Virtual labs allow students to experiment online safely. 7. Digital repository. Online storage of books, articles, and research. Example, insert ePathshala app. Easy tip. Think of these as science on screen. Learn by watching, listening, and exploring instead of just reading. Next important short question is 4. Virtual laboratories. Definition. Virtual laboratories are online science labs where students can do experiments using a computer or mobile without needing a physical lab. They are designed with animations, simulations, and interactive tools. How they work. Students select an experiment, follow steps on the screen, and observe results as if they were doing it in a real lab. Example. The OLabs, Online Labs, platform by CBSE and Amrita University lets students perform experiments like testing Ohm's law or chemical reactions virtually. They can change variables, repeat experiments, and learn safely. Benefits. Saves cost and time. Useful when schools lack proper lab equipment. Safe for practicing experiments multiple times. Memory trick. Think of virtual labs as a science playground on screen. You can mix chemicals, test circuits, or grow plants virtually without risk or mess. Next important short question is 5. What is a science kit? Definition. A science kit is a box of tools, materials, and instructions designed to help students do experiments and learn science concepts in a hands-on way. What it contains. It usually includes items like test tubes, magnets, wires, batteries, measuring instruments, and chemicals in safe amounts, along with an instruction manual. Example. A physics kit may include pulleys, weights, and springs to study motion and forces. A chemistry kit helps students learn about acids, bases, and simple reactions. Benefits. Makes learning fun, practical, and interactive. Helps students develop problem-solving and observation skills. Easy to use at home or school for small experiments. Memory trick. Think of a science kit as a mini science lab in a box. You can explore and experiment anywhere. Next, Unit 7, Learning Resources in Science. Long questions. First important long question is 1. Explain the role of digital resources, AR, VR, AI, OERs, in teaching learning of science. Role of digital resources, AR, VR, AI, OERs, in teaching learning of science. Digital resources make science learning more interesting, interactive, and easy to understand. They allow students to see, explore, and practice concepts beyond textbooks. 1. Augmented reality, AR. AR adds digital images or animations on top of real-world objects using mobile apps. Example, a student points their phone at a picture of the solar system and planets appear in 3D. Benefit. Makes abstract concepts visual and real. 2. Virtual reality, VR. VR creates a fully immersive 3D environment using VR headsets. Example, students can walk inside a cell or explore volcanoes virtually. Benefit. Safe and engaging way to explore dangerous or faraway places. 3. Artificial Intelligence, AI. AI provides personalized learning by analyzing a student's progress and giving customized help. Example, an AI-powered app suggests extra quizzes if a student is weak in electricity. Benefit. Helps students learn at their own pace. 4. Open Educational Resources, OERs. OERs are free online materials like ebooks, simulations, and lesson plans. Example, Inserts ePathshala provides free science textbooks and videos. Benefit: equal access to quality resources for all students. Easy analogy. Think of AR, VR, AI, and OERs as super science helpers. AR is equal to magic lens. VR is equal to virtual trip. AI is equal to smart tutor. OERs is equal to free library. They make science fun, practical, and inclusive for all students, even if schools have limited physical resources. Next important long question is: 2. Science Laboratory, Design, Management and Practices. Science Laboratory, Design, Management and Practices. A science laboratory is a special room where students learn science by doing experiments. A well-designed and managed lab helps students observe, test, and discover concepts instead of just reading about them. 1. Design of a science laboratory. Should be spacious, well-lit, and well-ventilated. Needs strong tables, sinks, gas supply, and electricity points. Separate sections for physics, chemistry, and biology experiments. Safety features like fire extinguishers, first aid kits, and exhaust fans. Example: a chemistry lab with fume hoods to handle chemicals safely. 2. Management of a science laboratory. Keep equipment organized in labeled cupboards. Maintain a register of chemicals, glassware, and tools. Regularly check safety measures and cleanliness. Teacher should ensure students follow rules and proper handling of instruments. 3. Good practices in a science laboratory. Always wear aprons and goggles while doing experiments. Read instructions carefully before starting. Dispose of chemicals safely. Encourage students to work in teams for better learning. Teachers should demonstrate experiments before students try them. Why it's important? A well-designed and managed lab makes science interesting, safe, and practical. Students develop critical thinking, observation, and problem-solving skills. Easy analogy. Think of a science lab like a science playground. Design is equal to playground layout. Management is equal to keeping it clean and ready. Practices is equal to rules for safe play. A good lab ensures students learn by doing and become curious scientists. Next important long question is: 3. Explain the importance of science clubs, science fairs, science exhibitions and science parks. Importance of science clubs, science fairs, science exhibitions, and science parks. Science learning should go beyond textbooks. Science clubs, fairs, exhibitions, and parks help students explore science in a fun, creative, and practical way. 1. Science clubs. A science club is a student group where learners discuss and explore science beyond the classroom. Activities include quizzes, experiments, and guest lectures. Example: a school club organizing a project on solar energy. Importance: builds curiosity, teamwork, and creativity. 2. Science fairs. Science fairs are events where students display innovative projects. Example: a working model of rainwater harvesting. Importance: encourages innovation, presentation skills, and problem solving. 3. Science exhibitions. Larger displays of scientific models and charts open to the public. Example: an exhibition with robotics models and space exploration posters. Importance: inspires students, spreads scientific awareness, and motivates young talent. 4. Science parks. Outdoor spaces with science-based models and installations for hands-on learning. Example: a park with simple machines like pulleys and levers for children to play and learn. Importance makes science fun, visual, and memorable. Quick memory trick. Clubs is equal to learning group. Fairs is equal to student creativity. Exhibitions is equal to public display. Parks is equal to fun outdoor learning. These activities spark curiosity, creativity, and scientific thinking. They also make science practical, enjoyable, and connected to real life, helping students become future innovators. Next important long question is 4. Discuss the role of textbooks, manuals, and handbooks in science teaching. Role of textbooks, manuals, and handbooks in science teaching. Textbooks, manuals, and handbooks are essential learning tools in science education. They guide both teachers and students, making science concepts structured, clear, and easy to follow. 1. Textbooks. Textbooks are the main learning resources in schools. They cover the syllabus systematically with explanations, diagrams, and exercises. Example, Insert Science textbook for Class 9 includes lessons on force, energy, and ecosystems. Importance. Provides a clear roadmap for teaching and learning. Ensures uniformity in education across schools. Offers practice questions and summaries for revision. 2. Manuals. Manuals are instruction books for performing laboratory experiments. Example, a physics lab manual explaining how to measure current, voltage, or density. Importance. Helps students do experiments step by step. Improves practical skills and understanding of scientific methods. 3. Handbooks. Handbooks are quick reference guides with facts, formulas, and important concepts. Example, a chemistry handbook with atomic numbers, periodic table, and reactions. Importance. Saves time and supports quick revision. Useful for teachers while preparing lessons or quizzes. Easy analogy. Textbook is equal to full storybook of science concepts. Manual is equal to recipe book for experiments. Handbook is equal to pocket guide for quick facts. Together, they make science organized, practical, and easy to remember. They also encourage students to read, experiment, and revise effectively, creating a strong foundation in science. Next important long question is 5. Community resources and pooling of learning resources. Community resources and pooling of learning resources. In science education, learning is not limited to textbooks or classrooms. Community resources and pooling of learning resources help schools provide more exposure, tools, and experiences for students. 1. Community resources. Community resources are people, places, and facilities in the local community that can help students learn science in a practical way. Examples. Local scientists or doctors visiting schools for guest lectures. Visits to factories, farms, water treatment plants, or hospitals to see real-life applications of science. Community libraries or NGOs offering free science books or workshops. Importance. Makes science real and relatable. Encourages community involvement and creates a learning network. 2. Pooling of learning resources. Pooling means sharing resources among schools, teachers, and the community to provide better learning opportunities. Examples. Schools sharing science kits, lab equipment, or project materials. Teachers collaborating and sharing lesson plans, digital content, and experiments. Community donating old computers, microscopes, or science books. Importance. Saves cost and avoids duplication. Ensures equal access to quality learning tools even in rural or underfunded schools. Easy analogy. Think of pooling like a science potluck. Everyone brings a resource, books, lab tools, ideas, and all students benefit. Why it matters? Using community support and sharing resources makes science education practical. Students see science in daily life. Inclusive, even schools with fewer facilities can access better tools. Collaborative, builds teamwork between schools and society.